Can atheists build real communities? A review of Alain De Botton's latest book, Religion for Atheists, a non-believer's guide to the uses of religion. I did finish it a couple of days ago, and at the very moment when I finished it, I felt a strong urge to comment on the debate that is raging just now over this book in the free thinking and atheist world. Many debaters seem to have missed the fact that Alain De Botton bluntly rejects all of the supernatural teachings and dogmas of all religions and sees them as just man-made things, like all other ideologies are. On the other hand, he doesn't have the need to ridicule and laugh at other people's ideas and ideologies. He rejects all of the teachings that are not based on human reality, but looks at their practices with a curious and learning eye. So Alain De Botton is out to learn from the practical side of the religions. How having a good-looking building of one's own helps to build feeling of community. How singing together soothing songs with other people can help calm a person. Many atheists seem simply to be freaked out by the very idea that also atheists could build their own communities. They seem to be even more freaked out by an idea that atheists could learn from the practical side of how things are run in the religious world, even if atheists do not share any common dogmas or superstitions. Of course, only time can tell if such communities will ever be born anyway. I personally think that secular and humanist Epicurean or Stoic communities are a much more realistic goal. People have then a common philosophy at the start, and they would share at least some basic values from the outset. I fear that atheism would be too weak a clue for forming any kind of real communities that would resemble the religious ones. Many of the vocal atheists seem to be fiercely individualist people. I fear that starting a community of them would be like herding a pack of cats. That is probably difficult, However, there can be more of the free-thinking people in the future, who long also for the closeness and security that is offered by a community that would have a general feel of the religious ones. It can be expected that with time, more group-oriented people will shun religions as more people will leave them. Of course, those atheists who don't like the idea of an atheist community can hate and curse the community building ones as much as they like in the future also. Not everybody needs to gather in a community. It's something to do. Although many atheists do seem to forget one of the very basic principles of free thinking. All free thinkers, or atheists for the matter, do not need to think alike. They do not need to think alike in a thing like community building also. However, at this stage, I'd like to give Alain De Botton the chance to defend himself by his own words against the fierce attackers, who clearly often have not even seen the book. Here I will present you with a collection of quotes from the Religion for Atheists that I hope will clarify Alain De Botton's way of thinking. These are from the Kindle for Android version and I have typed them with hand and toes. A possible failure. Misspelling. There is no cut and paste in Kindle for no reasons. Yes, but the third quote. Locked away in Alain De Botton. This is Alain De Botton speaking. Locked away in our private cocoons, our chief way of imagining what other people are like has become the media. And as a consequence, we naturally expect that all strangers will be murderers, swindlers, or pedophiles, which reinforces our impulse to trust only those individuals who have been vetted for us by pre-existing family and class networks. And from a few pages later, for all the large-scale political solutions which have been proposed, for all the larger-scale political solutions which have been proposed to solve, have been proposed to solve ethnic conflict. There are few more effective ways to promote tolerance between suspicious neighbors than to force them to eat supper together. Many religions are aware that the moments around the ingestion of foods is propitious to moral education. Sorry for my pronunciation, but I am a Finn, and we have some difficulty with some English. Good. But Alain De Botton does not use these words. He's a real philosopher. He does not have the need to be obscure, but he tries to tell something in clear and crisp language. But back to Alain De Botton. He writes, "We run away from our victims and act with strange rudeness towards them. We are not bothered by what we did, but because what we did makes us feel uncomfortable with an unmanageable intensity. Our victims hence have to suffer not only the original hurt, but also the subsequent coldness we display towards them on account of our tormented consciences." The abhorrence of good moralism has banished the talk of morality from the public sphere. The impulse to question the behavior of others trembles before the likely answer, "Who are you to tell me what to do?" A bit later, in a world obsessed with freedom, there are few voices left that even dare to exhort us to act well. Very true. We have grown sick from being left to do as we please without sufficient wisdom to exploit our liberty. It seems clear that the origins of religious ethics lay in the pragmatic need of the earliest communities to control their members' tendencies towards violence and to foster in them contrary habits of harmony and forgiveness. Religious codes began as cautionary precepts, which were projected into the sky and reflected backward. We had to pretend that morality came from the heavens in order to insulate it from our own prevarications and frailties. We will never discover cast iron rules of good conduct, which will answer every question that might arise about how human beings can live peacefully, well together. However, a lack of absolute agreement on the good life should not in itself be enough to disqualify us from investigating and promoting the theoretical notion of such life. This is important. Things must be implemented by the way. The theory must be there on the bottom of the way. Things. If it doesn't, there's nothing. We simply will not care for long about the higher values, and all we are given to convince us of the word is an occasional reminder in a modesty setting, largely in a book of essays, by so-called philosophy. While in the city beyond, the superlative talents of the globe's advertising agencies perform their phantasmagorical alchemy and set our every sensory fiber alight in the name of new kind of cleaning pride. How say we shall not? That's the way it goes. If we tend to think so often about lemon-scented floor polish or cracked black pepper crisps, but relatively little about endurance or justice, the fault is not merely our own. It is also that these cardinal virtues are not generally in a position to become clients of young and beautiful. We are unwilling to consider secular culture religiously enough, in other words, as a source of guidance. Secular culture as much proper as a way of guidance. No, we all know that we just don't take it seriously enough. We don't pick and choose the ones we want to stick to. Yes, I have Epicurus and Marcus Aurelius that I trust as a source, but we could Bertrand Russell and Karl Popper to mention. No, there are a few others, but they form a basic set of ideas. They can find a building block for now. Alright. And everybody can pick and choose his combination, her combination of great minds. And trust. You need to trust and build over them a tower of your own ideas, your own ideology. Everybody can have his and has in secret his ideology, her ideology. But back to this is the last quote. No existing mainstream secular institution has a declared interest in teaching us the art of living. To draw an analogy from the history of science, the ethical field is at the stage of amateurs tinkering with chemicals in garden fish, rather than that of professionals conducting experiments in research laboratories. These quotes are from Alain De Botton, if I pronounce that his French name, but I don't know very well French. French is rusty, you could say. But the book is called Religion for Atheists, a non-believer's guide to the uses of religion. And I would be much pleased and obliged if you go to the Being Human blog, Being Human, at Being Human together at blogs.fi. I don't remember what is Piste. But if you look at the Google for Being Human blog, will find. And there is at the bottom of this review, there is a link to Amazon. UK, eli for the European customers. If you click it, you will have paid for this review. Now you don't need to have to do it. You don't have to do it, but it would please me, as I have done some work for this thing, and I will not be. Nobody will pay for it. I did not do it for money, but I just had the idea that why not use this media to also get paid for hard work that I have done. But thank you for the time. This is my first try on this kind of thing, and I don't know how it works out in practice. But this is 16 minutes already. I don't know if it is beyond the limits of how much time people really want to spend on this time. Goodbye, and we'll see on this channel. Perhaps, I don't know. I will do a Finnish one. As I'm a Finn, I'm from Lohja, Finland. I'm a journalist, thinker. I'm in sick leave because of my cancer. I've been for many months now, and will be for maybe rest of my life. Nobody knows how long that is, but not very long. Yes, but that is for another matter. See ya. See ya.